Hello everyone, welcome to another video of Cloud Deep Dive. Before we start our today's video, I want to thank all our viewers for their support. And if you are new to our channel and haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to get the latest updates. I'm releasing a new video every week on AWS Cloud Services, so it will help you out to get those updates and you will be notified whenever a new video is released. So without wasting any time further, let's start with our today's topic. So guys, in today's video, we will talk about a new capability launched by AWS System Manager Incident Manager. So what happened in today's world, many customers, they don't have any effective way to manage critical incidents in their production application. During the critical incident, it is very crucial to find the right team to mitigate the impact. Having an escalation path defined and automated and having a run book for the incident is very crucial. Without having a proper mechanism like this, it might take several hours to resolve the incident. You might not have the right team to whom to engage and their contacts are not ready or you don't have handy. You might not have the escalation to whom to reach out to find the right team. And once you have the right team, you might not have the right run book which you need to use to resolve that particular incident. So to help this out, AWS comes out with a new capability called Incident Manager, which is part of AWS SSM. It can help you to define all this contexts. It can help you to define the engagement mechanism, how you can engage those resources for a particular incident. It can help you to define escalation path. If the first respondent are not responded to the incident, then what is the next level you need to go. It will help you to define or add the automated run books which respondents can use to mitigate that impact, and few more capabilities it will have. So guys, for today's video we will follow this architecture. So what we have EC2 instances which are running, and we have set up a cloud watch alarm for that instance. What that alarm says that if CPU utilization of this EC2 instance goes more than 80%, then create an incident in the incident manager. So incident manager integrates great with CloudWatch, and whenever the alarm goes off, it will create an incident in the incident manager. Now, when the incident is created, when you have some problem going on, what you need a response plan. So you need a plan which you can follow to respond to that event. So we will create a response plan for that. Now, to in the response plan, what are information you need? You need to engage your people so that they can come and they can work and they can help you out in that incident. And you need a run book which they can follow for that particular incident. So we'll create a run book and we'll create an escalation path, or kind of how to engage people. When you engage people, you need to have escalation path as well. So in that escalation path, to contact somebody, you need contacts. So we will be creating contacts. And I mentioned the stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. That means that we'll create the contact to the stage 1, that first level respondents. Whenever the incident will come, my response plan will get activated. It will go and check, okay, how I need to find the people. There will be an escalation path for that, and within that escalation path we defined, okay, these are the first level respondent you have to try to contact first. If they don't respond, then you go to stage 2, which might be their managers or maybe second level respondent. And if they are not able to respond or they are not doing it, then go to stage 3 and so on. So this escalation plan will have all this detail that, okay, first contact which list of people. If they are not responded, then go to the next level, then go to the next level, then go to the next level, and keep on going until you find out a person who can respond to your incident and help you out. So this whole architecture we are gonna create in this video. So I'll do one thing, that in my first video I'll split it into two parts. In my first video we'll talk about how you can create contacts, how you can create a escalation plan and book, and how you can use all this to create a response plan. And in my next video we'll spin up a EC2 instance, we'll set up a CloudWatch alarm, and we'll give a command to make sure that their CPU utilization is more than maybe 80%, or we'll figure out what limit we want to put. And the once the alarm goes off, it will create an incident and will show how the response plan react to it. So let's go to the console and start working on creating these component contexts: escalation plan, run book, and response plan. So guys, I have logged in into my AWS console and will go to services. Under management and governance, you will find system manager, and under system manager, under operation management, you will find incident manager. So if the first time you're coming here, it will ask you to start preparing your incident manager. So let's click on get prepared. First you need to do the setup, where you need to agree some terms and condition. Click next. Here you can specify multiple regions if you want, and what it will do, basically it will replicate your all the settings into the different regions. So suppose you want to use the same incident manager response plan, your escalation plan, and your context in some different region as well. So you can select it here and it will replicate everything to some different uh, region as well. And then you can choose your keys, like you want to use AWS on keys, or you want your existing AWS KMS keys. So let's click on create. So it's creating. It might take a minute, should not take a minute, it should be quite fast. So let's wait for that. Refresh it. Okay, so while it's creating, let me click on the incident manager, and next step is to start creating your contact. So let's go to the contacts. In the meantime, it's getting created. So we'll click on create contact, and here we'll specify the name of the contact. So here I want to say these contacts are used for my stage 1 respondent, and I'll give the same as a unique alias. Next, I want to provide an information how I want to contact them. So maybe I want to contact stage 1 email. So it will be stage 1 is basically your first respondent who will be involved whenever the incident will happen first, and the stage 2 might be the respondent who you want to engage if the stage 1 respondents are not responding or they are not acknowledging. So here we'll provide the email address. Then if you want to add voice and SMS, you can do that as well. So I'll leave it, but yeah, it's fairly simple. You can just provide the uh, phone number for those purposes as well. Next is the engagement plan. Engagement plan is like how you want to engage these people. So just for demo purpose, let me show you one thing. That let's add SMS as well, and let's give a random number. So in engagement plan, you will see that I can engage them by email and SMS, or I can engage via only email or only SMS, or for both. Second thing, you can provide that how what is the time interval you want to engage them. So I am saying that engage or kind of send an email the moment the incident happened, and SMS maybe you can send them after 5 minutes. So if they have not responded, so after 5 minutes you can send the SMS as well. So it depends upon how you want to engage them. You may say that send both SMS and email and voice all together, or you may want to say that okay, just send this in an interval of like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So they depend upon how you want to engage people, you can specify that. And this all information will be used by your response plan. So when the incident will occur, response plans will be chosen, that which response plans will act for that particular incident, and within that response plan it will check okay, what is your escalation mechanism. In that escalation mechanism, it will read these information, and incident manager will start calling or will start sending an email to these respondents. So you don't need to call and email these people. Incident manager will do automatically by using the email address and phone number you're putting in here. Next, you can add tags, and in the end you can just click on the create. So the moment you click on the create, it will send an email to this email address and the phone number, and what it will do, that it will send a verification code. On the verification code, you will take that verification code and verify these numbers and emails so that it's verified. So I'll do one thing, I'll pause the video, I'll put the right email address and the phone number, and then I'll see you on the next screen. Okay guys, I got the code on my email address and SMS, and I have inputted here. Now we'll click on finish. So my both the contacts are active now. So we have created our contacts. Similarly, if you want to create, you can create the stage 2 and the stage 3 as well. But for the simplicity, I'll just keep it to stage 1. Now let's go ahead and create the escalation plan. Here you will give the name of the EC escalation plan. So we'll say that EC2 CPU escalation, because we are creating escalation plan whenever the CPU percentage of EC2 instance goes a little bit higher. So we'll give a alias as well, and let's do escalation plan here. Okay. It has to be small, and then now here the stage 1 and this, you can see that stage 1, stage 2. This is basically the same thing which we were talking, the creating the context for stage 1 and the stage 2. Stage 1, so whenever the incident will happen, it will go to the response plan. Response plan will check, okay, which escalation plan I need to follow, and within the escalation plan you have to specify first which contacts you need to call. So instead it will tell incident manager start calling this stage 1 contacts. If nobody has acknowledged from the stage 1 context, suppose you have 10 different contexts in the stage 1, if nobody has called or kind of acknowledged from that, then you can go ahead and start engaging the stage 2 people. And this checkbox here, it's saying that acknowledgement stops plan progression. So the moment any person from the stage 1 contact list acknowledge that we got it, we are on top of it, and they acknowledge to this incident, the moment it happens, it stops sending the escalation to the next level. So that's how the stage 2, and then you can add more stages as well. Like first I'm going to the first level respondent, then I want to go to the second level respondent, and then I want to go to the third level respondent if nobody has responded to the previous stages. Now you see the stage duration. That means that for how long you want to wait for the first level respondent to respond before going to the next stage. So maybe I'll say that I'll wait for 10 minutes, and if nobody has responded to this event for the 10 minutes, then I want to go and escalate to the higher to the next stage. So for the simplicity, let's keep it for one stage only, but if you want, you can add the next stages as well, and click on create escalation plan. So our escalation plan is created, our contexts are created. Next, what we want to do, that we need to create a response plan. So click on create response plan. In this, let's give the name EC2 response plan. In the title, you can give EC2 response plan. So what will be the impact you want to show when this incident will happen? I'll say that it's medium impact. Let's say you can choose whatever based on your application and what for which incident you are creating this response plan. Then here it shows the chat channel, which basically is showing that you can use chatbot and you can integrate your communication channels like Slack or some other channels, and you can handle that incident from there as well. Next is asking for the engagement. So we just created an engagement plan, so we can use that escalation plan in that. So what it say, and you can have the multiple as well. So this escalation plan we just created, which says that okay, try to contact the stage 1 people, and we have the contacts listed in that. So whenever the incident will happen, it will come to this response plan, will check, okay, we have an engagement mechanism here, and it will start calling and SMSing or emailing those people. And if you have multiple, so it will follow the multiple engagement plans. Next, you have to provide the run book. So once the people are engaged, they need to follow some run book. So this is the run book. We can either we can clone from a run book from a template, or you can create your own. So I've already created one document here. Let me show you EC2 CPU utility run book. So it's an existing run book which I just created a new version and updated it. And what it says that whenever this incident happened, you need to find out the CloudWatch metrics. You need to add this metrics to the incident manager, and you need to do something with the auto scaling group and all those things to add more EC2 instances, so that its CPU utilization score comes to the average. It's not highly utilized. So let me choose the one which I'm already using, kind of created. Let me choose the version. Next, you have to create execution permission, provide a role, and I have created the incident manager role. for this. Basically, this incident manager will use a role which can be used to which will be using to create or to do some SSM automations. So we'll give that role and we'll create on the response plan. So my response plan is created, and so we created the escalation plan, we created the context, we created the response plan. So if we go back to our uh, PPT which I was talking earlier, let me present it. Give me a minute. So guys, in this video we created the context. We just create for the stage 1, but you can create for stage 2 and stage 3 as well if you want to test it out. We created the escalation plan, we have a run book, and we created the response plan as well. So that's what we wanted to achieve in this particular video in the part 1. In the part 2, what we will do, we'll create a EC2 instance, we'll create a CloudWatch alarm, and we'll bring this EC2 instance to 80% or 70%, whatever figure, and which will trigger a should trigger a CloudWatch alarm. That alarm will internally create an incident, and that incident will follow the response plan which we have created. So that's it for this guys video. Let me know if you have any question. Otherwise, see you in the next part.